Introducing the all-new Italiano range of pizza. Pizza Ultimo. Pizza Hut.
Good evening and welcome to Primetime News. Tonight on the news, we focus on impending strikes that could have far-reaching consequences. I'm Arundhati Mudanayaka. Let's take a look at tonight's headlines.
Private bus strike to commence at midnight.
කවුරු කොපමණ බලපෑම් කළත් බස් රථ හිමියා ඒකදාසි වෙලා අවසానයි.
Several trade unions pledged their support for the strike action on the 21st. The SLFP says the strike is a conspiracy to lead the people astray. The example of electricity conservation from Ratnapura. Crocodile menace on the banks of the Wallaby River.
And now the stories in detail. A group of private bus owners are preparing to commence a strike action from midnight today. However, certain private bus owners have not pledged their support to this strike action. The National Transport Commission has warned that the route permits of private buses participating in this strike will be annulled.
The All-Island Private Bus Operators Federation is due to commence a strike action at midnight today, demanding that they be granted the 10% fare hike due to them in accordance with the national policy. In addition, the Federation is also expressing its protest to the proposal to have all passenger buses painted in blue. We will commence the continuous strike action from midnight today. The government has a few more hours to reverse this. The subject minister has a few more hours. If we continue to remain silent, we will not receive the fare hike. No matter who exerts pressure, the bus owners have rallied to seize the bus services. We will not participate in the strike. Our directors and organizers have arrived at the unanimous decision to operate services across the island. Until yesterday, Gamanu Vijayaratne held discussions with us over the phone. Acting out the same drama in the same play, he acts out every day. They remove themselves from the strike action. I have not reached an agreement with or made a promise to anyone. We are not prepared to accept shallow bus union leaders. We will not maintain any union with Gamanu Vijayaratne in the future. We call him the voice cut president. All he does is create news for the media. None of those unions have trampled even a grain of sand in court for bus owners' rights. If they have, I will resign tomorrow. At the very least, have they even gone to the Human Rights Commission? On some days, he calls us to go to the castle. He cannot do this. There are no bus owners with him. All he does every day is evade things. He slips away. This time around, he has a reason to slip away. I cannot say what it is in public. These people used to sit on the government's lap. I can go anywhere. I could have taken numerous positions. I will never betray the industry or our bus owners. The National Transport Commission has adopted a stern stance regarding this strike action. The route permits of all buses that participate in this strike action will be suspended. The route permits have been granted by the National Transport Commission and the relevant provincial transport authorities. This has been done to provide a quality passenger transport service. The subject minister C.B. Ratnayaka and the chairman of the National Transport Commission do not want to resolve this problem. We wish to say to the chairman of the National Transport Commission that as a responsible chairman he should give more thought to the passengers. We wish to remind him that he needs to think about the industry.
බස්සට කර්මාන්තය ගැන සිතන්න ඕනි කියලා මතක් කරනවා. ත්‍රිවිල් එකකට එකතු කරගන්න බැරි සෙනගක් ඉන්න මේ සංගම්.
Unions which cannot fill up a three-wheeler with their members are playing these games to paralyze the country and distance the people and the government. We can see one result of this today. The Lanka Private Bus Operators Federation say they will cease the strike if the fares increase to 12 rupees. They say that their bus owners are prepared to go on strike. We wish to tell him that he has one option: apologize to the nation and resign.
වර්ජනය කරන්න කියන අපි සූදානම්. අපේ බස් හිමියෝ සූදානම්. ඒ නිසා අපි යාට කියනවා එයා කරනම නම් යාට තියෙනක තරක් ජාතියෙන් සමාව අරගෙන අයින් වෙන්න පුළුවන්.
Meanwhile, several trade unions are preparing to stage a one-day strike on Tuesday. The unions are engaging in this strike action under the banner of the Co-Coordinating Committee to Unite Trade Unions. Several trade union representatives spoke on the strike action at a media briefing convened today.
As the Joint Trade Union Alliance representing 27 trade unions of the Ceylon Electricity Board, we have arrived at a decision to participate in the strike action on the 21st of this month. We will withdraw from all services commencing at midnight. Minister Pavitra Vanyarachi has challenged us to show if we can disrupt the electricity supply for even an hour. We will not do this. The government has a need to extend challenges to us and show that we are trying to keep the country in the dark, because the government will benefit from that. Therefore, we will not take any action that will burden the public. Therefore, we have a suspicion that the government is preparing to disconnect the electricity supply across the country on the 21st. The government is employing various cheap techniques to sabotage his strike action. Gotabaya Jayaratne has issued a letter dated the 9th of May 2013 for the information of all education secretaries. This letter says that a program for all students across the island will be held on the 23rd of May 2013. The header says 23rd of May 2013. Now in various parts of the island, in the southern province, Sabaragamo and the Uva province, this program has been shifted to the 21st. Payday, which is usually on the 20th, has been moved to the 21st. We wish to tell the government that a massive campaign has risen within the country against the electricity tariff hike. We will take our wages on the 22nd instead of the 21st. We will not come to school on the 21st. Teachers and principals in this country will not come to school on the 21st in expectation of their wages. We ask teachers and principals in the country to take their wages on the 22nd and participate in the strike on the 21st. The increase in electricity tariffs will cause an increase of 15% in the electricity bills of public hospitals. In short, this means that another 45 million rupees will be added to the existing 300 million rupee bill. The people of our country hoped that they would receive relief with the end of the war. However, all these dreams have been shattered. That is why, as staff of the health sector, we decided to support the strike action in order to make it successful. The Federation of University Teachers Associations will participate in the strike action on the 21st to show the lack of transparency in the formation of national policies. We will refrain from conducting lectures at universities on this day. I also must note that we will stage an hour-long demonstration opposite the Nogegoda supermarket.
The Sri Lanka Freedom Party says that there is a conspiracy to lead the people astray by spreading false information using the increase in electricity tariffs.
Issuing a communique, the General Secretary of the SLFP, Minister Maithripala Sirisena, says that the strike action jointly organized by the opposition and trade unions for the 21st of this month is simply a program for political benefit. The communique reads that such unsuccessful political programs and conspiracies lead to the stalling of the major development initiative currently underway in the country. Minister Maithripala Sirisena adds that he sees this as an agenda to bring the country to disrepute on the international stage and to hide their political bankruptcy. The General Secretary of the SLFP requests that the people do not get caught to these political traps and that they assist the national program initiated by the government to develop the country. The communique further reads that if any inconvenience has been caused by the increase in electricity tariffs, it will not be permanent.
With one of our headline-making stories, up next is Action TV.
It has been said that the intention of the electricity tariff hike is to ease the losses incurred continuously by the Ceylon Electricity Board. An important factor that is ingrained in this statement is the losses, is that let alone making profits, even expenses and revenue cannot be balanced by placing burdens on the people that they cannot bear. Thereby, it is not wrong to hold the view that the burden that the people of this country have taken upon their shoulders through the consumption electricity is to save an institution that may be beyond saving. On the other hand, the fact that the CEB cannot be rescued by burdening the people makes it evident that there are numerous other factors that contribute to the losses incurred by the CEB. Nevertheless, the factor that the CEB and the government continue to reiterate to the people is that the loss increases with every unit generated. Accordingly, first the CEB and now the government are calling on the public to conservatively use electricity and not push the CEB to generate more and more power. These appeals go to show that the CEB is being administered like Rome on fire. Against such a backdrop, Action TV carried an expose on the frivolous activity of the CEB and the subject ministry on the 11th of this month. This activity was the holding of a New Year carnival in Ratnapura, making maximum use of the resources of the loss-making institution. Similar wastage was witnessed yesterday as well in Ratnapura. This activity makes it evident that the majority of the electricity generated by the board is used for the enjoyment of a few. The system employed to procure electricity for the day-night cricket carnival at the Sea Valley grounds in Ratnapura creates a problematic situation when attempting to determine exactly how many units of electricity were consumed. Regardless, given the level of clout of those behind the softball cricket carnival, it could be that the CEB may not have to bear the burden of these losses. Are public representatives so inconsiderate that they would engage in such wastage, knowing fully well that it is the people of this country who both consume electricity and do not have the luxury of doing so will have to bear the burden?
The Mahanayaka of the Mallathu chapter, Most Venerable Tibetuave Sri Sumangala Thera, says that it is not apt to make changes to the provincial council system in light of an election. The Thera made this comment during a meeting with Minister Dinesh Gunawardena this morning.
Minister Dinesh Gunawardena, who completed 30 years in politics, paid homage to the temple of the Sacred Tooth relic in Kandy and called on the Mahanayaka of the Malvathu chapter, Most Venerable Tibetuave Sri Sumangala Thera.
ධාතුන්ගේ සංශෝධනයේ ඉතින් අනිතේ මම නම් හිතන්නේ දැන් තුතියකට වැඩි බලත් සභා එහෙම විශ්වාස නායකම් බලත් සභා ඉච්ඡ කාලෙත් තිබිට මේ මැතිවරණ කාලයක් එනකොට ඒක වෙනස් කරනවනේ ඒක හොඳ නැහැ කියලා මට ජිනීවා වලට තවත් දෙයක් එකතු කළා වගේ ඒ වැරදි තියෙනවා ඒ වට තවත් දෙයක් එකතු කිව්වා ඒ මෙතෙන් අපිට උචිත ක්‍රමයක් හදා ගැනීම තමයි වඩා හොඳ මානායකම්නේ නැතුව අපි ඒ වෙලාවේ මේකයි සරස්ව කියලා පටන් කරපු එකක් නෙමෙයි. ඉතින් පළාත් කියන දේ ගැන වැඩි අපේ සංවර්ධනයේ යෙදෙනවා අඩුයි. දිස්ත්‍රික්ක මට්ටමේ නායකම්නේ අපේ රටේ සංවර්ධන තීරණ කොහොම ගන්නේ?
But let's take a quick look at the newspaper cartoon of the day.